I'm 100% sure that you have had the urge not to go to the gym at least once. And the truth is that is completely okay, because that is just naturally how the human brain is wired. Going to the gym, keeping our nutrition in check, chasing that ambitious goal that we've wanted to do. I could go on. Hi there, my name is Anton. I'm a first-year college student, and I've been strength training for the last 3.5 years. And as a student, it has gotten increasingly harder and harder for me to go to the gym consistently. Studying for midterms, finals, doing other activities besides lifting. And as a student, it is essential for me to have a system in place where I can still go to the gym even if I tell myself that I don't have enough time, or I'm too busy, or when I just straight up tell myself that I don't want to go to the gym. The truth is that I've gotten to a point where I can no longer rely on motivation to go to the gym. Whether I feel like it, don't feel like it, or too busy, I still go to the gym and work out regardless of how I feel. And that's the first point. Just have discipline and go anyways. I simply go to the gym regardless of how I feel and just try to get the best workout in that I can. And even if the workout itself isn't the greatest, I still learned that something is always better than nothing. And as a result, I always feel amazing once my workouts are done, because I keep wrestling with that dread that I have to go to the gym, I don't feel good, I may be running low on sleep, I might be a bit hungry, I might still have a lot of assignments left to finish. And once I finished my workout, that dread completely wears off and it just turns into long-term pleasure, and I feel great for the rest of the day because I got a workout in, I put in the work, and I've done something that I didn't want to do, regardless of how I felt like it, and still did it anyways. And I just feel amazing once it's done. Oh yeah, and I should mention that when I said that you can't rely on motivation, I was actually only telling half of a truth, because you actually do need to have some level of motivation to keep you going to the gym consistently, and having a higher goal attached to everything that you do when you work out. You have to have a higher purpose in mind when working out, or otherwise, what's the point? And that's point number 2. Have a purpose for working out. My workouts are a tool that I use to get closer to my goals. And these goals can absolutely be anything. Whether you want to get stronger, whether you want to get bigger, whether you want to improve your endurance, power, athleticism, or just go to the gym to be healthy, because that's the beauty of it. So let me just use myself as a personal example. I go to the gym to become as strong, fit, and healthy as possible. And my workout plan is designed to help me achieve those goals so that I can keep showing up and putting in my best work each and every time. So I do heavy squats, pull-ups, deadlifts, weighted dips in order to get closer to my goals. And so with every single workout, I have this positive mindset that I'm improving little by little when I go to work out. It's like with studying. You're not going to just be studying because you feel like studying. You study because you are in the pursuit of knowledge and you aim to get the best grade on an exam possible. And even if the act itself to get you there is uncomfortable and it doesn't feel good, you always have that end goal, that destination, that purpose in mind that motivates you to do it. Because if I'm just exercising for the sake of exercising, then what's the point? It's like going to college and being a math major even though you hate math. Okay, so we have established that you need to go to the gym with intent and a higher purpose in mind, but still going regardless of how you physically feel in the moment. Then what comes next? Well, as it turns out, we are humans and we are not machines. Most of the time, a machine, like a computer, can do its job all by itself without needing any external support from others. Humans, on the other hand, are completely opposite. We desire interaction from other humans. We are social creatures. So that's point number 3, is to surround yourself with like-minded people who want to see you succeed and people who support you in your goals. And this doesn't even have to be someone who takes fitness as seriously as you do or have the exact same fitness goals. It just has to be someone that you can look to and have their back no matter what. The most important thing is that you guys just look out for each other and uplift each other as much as possible. And as a result, your fitness goals become even more meaningful. And then you want to see the other people in your circle succeed. And as a result, you form something like a brotherhood or like a family between one another. And it's like you're almost chasing something for the common good of the other person. And so as a result, you naturally build more trust with other people. This really goes back to the first 2 points, because you guys push each other to go even when you don't feel like it, and you always do it in service of a higher goal. And so just as positive human interaction is important and it keeps us going, there's also negative human interaction that can really push us away from doing our best in our goals. And so that's what point number 4 is about. You have to stop comparing yourself to other people. And look, this is way easier said than done. But that was one of my biggest flaws in my earlier years of lifting. And this could lead people down a serious downward spiral. People see these physiques that have the perfect lighting, the perfect pump, are injected with metric tons of steroids, and then you just gradually start to develop that thought, I'm never going to look like these guys, so why even try? And I know this all too well myself. I've already had a few people go to me at one point. I don't know, about 2 years ago, one of my closest friends told me how his abs were fake, even though he had some of the best looking abs I've seen in any man. Or just a few people who live with me right now that say that, I'm not that great. I'm not that strong. Even though they've been lifting for about a year, their first year lifting, and they've made strength gains orders of magnitude beyond anything they've had before they started lifting. Like you can't compare yourself to other people. And most of the time, even if someone is not with perfect lighting, perfect pump, or taking any steroids at all, they're completely natural, that person could have just been lifting for a way longer time. Like, look, I've lifted for 3.5 years, and I know people with way better physiques than me, way stronger than me, lifting as long as I have, being as old as me, or people who are way older than me. People have lifted for 10, 15 years, and have personal training experience. And that's also what pushes me to be so open to feedback, is that I know that I don't know everything. I know that there are a lot of things I can improve on, but there are also a lot of things that I'm still doing right. And you can use this to your advantage. And instead of saying, oh, I'm way smaller, I'm way weaker than this person, I'll never achieve what they have, I can ask myself, yo, this person's stronger and bigger than me. What can I do to be more like them? What exercises can I add into my split? How can I optimize recovery so that I feel better when I train, just like this person? Those are the questions that I start typically asking myself when I see these kinds of physiques online. Because social media is dangerous. Social media doesn't tell you how this person actually achieved their fitness goals most of the time. So you might be comparing yourself to people who haven't even earned any of it. People who are just there to sell you a course. People who are there to just manipulate you and profit off of it. Because unfortunately, that's just what the fitness space is. You can't escape it. And before we get to the last point of this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment down below which of these mistakes you might be guilty of the most. This fifth and this last point coincides with everything that we've talked about thus far. And it's to stop caring about what people think. Because the truth is that there is a bunch of people who simply do not see eye to eye with you. And no one who is doing better than you in life is going to put you down for chasing your goals. An experienced trainer who really wants the best for everyone is never going to put you down for starting your fitness journey for the first time. A ski instructor is never going to put you down for wanting to learn how to ski. A boxer with 5 years of experience is not going to berate you for wanting to learn how to box or how to defend yourself. It is always going to be the people who are doing way worse than you in life that are going to put you down. And the way that I navigate this is by asking myself a pretty simple question, and that's, would I trade places with this person in my current situation? And if the answer is no, then I don't take their advice and just move on with my life. And that's it. It's not easy by any means, but it's pretty simple and straightforward enough. And it really just comes down to these 5 points. And as a result, I always have a strong drive, a strong passion to go to the gym. Working out's easily become one of my favorite things to do in my spare time when I'm not studying and when I'm not doing a lot of busy work. And as a result, I only skip the gym once or twice every 3 or 4 weeks. And is that perfect? Absolutely not. But these 5 points have definitely helped me go more consistently, regardless of what's going on in my life. And if you're someone who wants to get stronger, healthier, and fitter, and have already been lifting for a while, but are just extremely busy and have a hard time committing yourself to going to the gym and can't really see yourself going 3 to 4 days per week, then I've been in that same boat. And that is why in my previous video, I go over exactly how to navigate this with a 2-day workout plan where I only work out for 2 hours per week, with just 2 exercises per session, making that a total of 4 exercises. And it's a workout plan that has really done wonders for me in college, and I highly recommend that you go check it out. And there you go, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for sticking until the very end. And always remember, true strength isn't complicated. It's just common sense. See you in the next one.